Welcome,
Hey guys.
one and all.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
What does that mean?
What's that?
All right, cool. What language was that?
Hey guys.
Welcome to the Guitar Hour, Season 4, Episode 4, Season 2. Season 4, Episode 2. As usual, Tom Quayle joined by David Beebe.
Oops, sorry.
I left a gap for you, I apologise. Go on, do your own names. You know how.
I'm Dave Bronze.
Dan Smith. Just gonna spill beer on myself.
Nice to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Back for another episode. Got some cool stuff for you today, actually.
What are your questions about if you're going to play or not?
No, not today, but next week, yes, I think so. The
return.
reason I'm not going to play today, I can actually play again, but I did 2 hours. The day, some of you guys might have seen I uploaded this kind of like gospel-y, funky, African-y thing up to Facebook, and I did about 2 hours of playing on that day. And about 4 hours after that, the tendon through here in my arm was just absolutely rock solid and seized up, so I've got to be a little bit careful. But I will play next week because we don't do that much playing, do we? We do like a 5-minute jam and then, you know, probably play for about a minute each.
Yeah, probably less than half the...
So I'm going to risk it for a biscuit next week.
Yes.
Okay, for anybody who's not sure, because Christopher's saying, oh, we don't know who's who. I thought you did, Christopher, but anyway, Tom.
BB.
Dan.
Dave Bronze.
Yeah, so for today's Guitar Hour, I am drinking Brewdog Ace of Equinox, which is new, I think.
Pretty sure it's new.
We've not had it before.
This is the first time we've had it. I'm on that as well.
I think I've seen it before, but...
I'm having.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on
There
the
we go.
Dead Pony Club.
Welcome, Jason Blackwell. You say you've never made the live stream before, so welcome to the live stream.
This beer is also vegan, apparently, for any
You're kidding me.
Kevin vegans out there.
I can't drink it now. I'm joking, of course, but you know, that's no good.
I had to put some meat in it immediately.
Gonna dangle a sausage in it. Nobody read anything into that at all. Beebs?
Sorry.
You just spat all over his.
Beebs has just covered me in beer.
Sorry guys. You just said that just as I was taking a sip.
Beebs obviously enjoyed that particular. That's going to be on YouTube and Twitch forever.
The chain choke.
Yes. All right, guys.
God,
So
yeah.
we got some cool news for you. Let me grab my mouse. So
So basically, we've got the Guitar Hour guy, the Lumberjack family, and just
the invalid.
TQ.
Lumberjack and Jill.
Lumberjack and Jill.
Lumberjacks, aren't we?
Yeah.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I don't need to wear the shirt.
So moving on from spitting beer, dipping your sausage in a beer, and lumberjack and Jill.
Let's do the news.
Let's do the news.
Do the
So.
news.
All right, guys, let's do our little transition into the news. And we got some cool stuff to tell you about. So, yeah. The first thing I want to tell you about is we always, at the end of the season, so episode 6, have a special guest for you. So, I don't think we actually did do a special guest at the end of last season, did we? We couldn't.
We did.
We had the Christmas one, and my daughter was on it. But we had Mick and Dan from That Pedal Show previously, and for the end of this season, we've got somebody really, really cool. We're going to tell you about that now. And everybody knows who he is. He's an awesome player, and we tried to get him at the end of season 1, but failed a little bit. So we've definitely got him this time. And Andy Timmons will be joining us live on the Guitar Hour via Skype, obviously, because Andy's in Texas. And you guys will be able to ask Andy live anything you want, within reason, obviously. Don't ask him if he dips his sausage in his beers. But you can ask him, what? You can...
Ryan Simmons' first question is going to be. You just know it.
Without a doubt. So yeah, we've got Andy Timmons coming on. That's the 6th of April, guys, the last show of the season. So stick that in your calendar. It's going to be at 7:30 p.m. as usual. Andy's going to join us live via Skype. So start thinking about your questions. If you've got particular questions you wanted to ask, you can start posting those, by the way, on the Facebook page. So facebook.com/The Guitar Hour. Feel free to do that. So that's really exciting. You see lots of interviews with Andy, but you guys don't get that much opportunity to interact with him, if any opportunity. So this will be your opportunity in chat to ask him some questions. So we'll try and address as many of those as possible in the form of an interview live on April the 6th. So that's really cool. So a few other things we want to tell you about. First thing, let me switch to my desktop view. Right, now you should be able to hear me. Sorry guys, just went dark there for a second. So the first thing I want to tell you about is the Dracaris pedal by Wampler. This is a brand new, really, really amazing high gain pedal. As demoed by Rabeer's demoed it.
Yeah, recently.
Who else has demoed it? Ola has demoed it, Ola England. I assume Pete Thorne's going to get one or has already got one and is doing a demo for it. So you guys will be able to check this out. Really amazing sounding pedal. And very Game of Thrones, which is very, very cool indeed. And then they also have these. These are the Bravado series of amplifiers that Brian Wampler has been working on for a very long time indeed. These really are some of the best pedal amps on the market now. Just fantastic sounding things. I got to try these out at NAMM and they're really, really great. So these are well worth checking out as well. Awesome sounding amplifiers. So we wanted to show you those. There's a head, which is like a 40 watt head, and then you can get, if I just go back, there's also a couple of, there's the cab, and then there's a couple of, an extension cab, a 2x12 cab, and then there's the combo as well. Really, really amazing. So they're well worth checking out. And actually not a bad price for a hand-wired, kind of really, really great sounding tube amp as a pedal platform. Okay.
Have they been released actually in the UK? Can you get them now?
These, I don't think you can yet. I don't know that for a fact. I would presume you could go ahead and you could order one, but you'd have a lot of import tax and VAT and stuff to pay because Wampler will ship to the UK. But yeah, that's probably worth dropping them an email about. If I'm not sure about that.
Mr. Hammond will want to cut.
Yeah. So there's also this, which is kind of cool. This is totally me being as narcissistic as possible. Yeah, so Dweezil Zappa, you guys may know I had a little bit of a collaboration on a few things with Dweezil back in 2013 and did Dweezilla. And this is from Rolling Stone magazine, and basically they're talking about Dweezil's pledge campaign to raise money for a legal defence against the Zappa Family Trust for various reasons. It's well worth reading the article actually, so you can check this out on rollingstone.com. But the reason I wanted to mention this to you, apart from the fact that I've shared this on my Facebook page before, but Dweezil's released this new tune, Dinosaur, which I am on, along with Frank Zappa in a sort of historic sense, and also a few other really great guitar players. So there's me, Matt Piccone's on there, Chris Buono, Osnoy, James Santiago from Voodoo Labs fame and Universal Audio. Man, is that guy a killer player. David Wallerman, Daryl Gable, so really, really great players. And yeah, you can, basically if you sign up for the pledge, you can listen to that track. And I would have to say, actually, if I just bring back the actual camera here, that is one of the hardest things I've ever had to record in my entire life. I think we've mentioned this on my stream before, but Dweezil sent me the track with no bass on it, no chord chart, and it was an absolute nightmare of a chord progression. And because the bass wasn't on there, you've got absolutely no idea what's being implied by the chords anyway. So it's quite an interesting solo if you listen to it. It's very unique for me, so check that out. That's really, really cool. And I think, apart from that, just the usual stuff, guys. So if I just share the screen one more time. It's not that, this. Okay, obviously, as usual, check out the Guitar Hour, not Facebook, Guitar Hour website, which is theguitarhour.com. And on there, we've got stuff about the show. We've got a Patreon page where you can support us, and a shop where you can buy T-shirts and hoodies, this kind of thing, so you can support the show that way. Yeah. And all that money goes...
Hoodie for Mother's Day.
Yeah, damn, perfect. All of that goes straight back into the show, guys, so that's not lining our pockets. Okay, so there's the news. Let's get straight in, unless any of you guys got anything you want to add? Return of the podcast I've got written down here.
Oh yeah, that should be from next week. I've got a new, easier workflow to sort this out. So I can now just take the audio, because everything's going direct, because you guys helped fund another lapel mic. So all the audio and all the guitars go direct, so I can easily lift the audio off for the podcasting, because it blows my mind actually. Loads of people do listen to it again after the fact, after watching it. So
how many people listen? Do we know?
2,000 downloads an episode.
It's a lot. It's getting on to, it's not that much, but it is a lot. It's certainly hundreds and hundreds per episode.
Yeah. Where's Cheryl's hoodie?
Yeah.
Why has no one ordered Cheryl a hoodie?
In the shop.
I don't know.
Well, we'll get. That's my partner, Cheryl. We'll get her a hoodie. I need something as well. No. What BB needs to do is speak louder. His mic's up really loud. He's very softly spoken, is Mr. BB. I didn't mean it quite the way that came out then. Anyway, all right, guys. So
I
go on.
went to watch the Bat Out of Hell musical this week. Ben Castle, friend of the show, sort of. He's in the band, so he kind of hooked me up, and we are thinking about maybe me and BB going doing a little interview with him, bit of a day in the life kind of thing. So that it's like being a professional pit musician.
Yeah,
You
one
know,
thing.
the setup,
Sorry, Dan.
the process, just there's just a little world that I think it's definitely a lot different now than that job would have been maybe 10, 15 years ago. I think a lot of things have changed. I think the bands are different sizes now, and you've got other things to think about and stuff like that. So hopefully that happens. Me and Beebs are gonna go rogue and sort it out.
Just test
Beebs,
something,
just
one
talk for
second.
me.
This is BB talking. Can you hear me, guys? I'm now speaking a little bit louder than I normally do.
All right, mate. Crikey, Bob.
Crikey.
Got to look after my hearing being a musician.
You sorted it?
The reason you can hear me louder than the other guys is because I do genuinely speak louder than the other guys. That's really the reason, isn't it?
I need to learn to do that better. Do you switch that on? Like
No.
Cause
Yeah, I do,
You don't
yeah.
normally speak.
No.
That quite that
No,
loud.
it's
Okay,
for
we'll
this.
just all have loud noises.
So, the reason
quite too.
Hey.
the reason I'm unfurling some tape here.
Oh.
Oh. What are you gonna
yeah,
do?
the
That?
challenge. I was thinking, shall I tell you about my trem thing, or shall I say?
Yes, actually,
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
Although
yeah.
after that we will do some. Well, you guys can do some playing.
Okay, so I've installed this device. I'm just going to get. Don't know if it'll focus on it. But can you see this thing here?
Tiny fire extinguisher.
It's it's basically a little thing called a maglock, and what it does is it keeps your guitar in tune even when you're doing bends, like on a Strat. So say if I play the open string and do a big bend, usually it go flat. But if I'm doing a fairly big bend, it doesn't move, so I can
You
do.
sure you're doing anything there, David?
Ooh. And then I can drop tune as well. It's still. So it's a cool little device, and you can still use the bar and stuff.
Bronze louder too.
So yeah, it's a cool little. It's called a maglock, and the way it works, it's got like a rare earth magnet in it, and in a tube, and you can do all your bends and stuff, and it all stays in tune for your weird bends. I can tune to dadgad, drop C, and it all stays in tune. But then if you push or pull on the bar.
Kem's asking, Sem, I'm sorry, I'm really not sure how you pronounce your first name. What happened to the good old tremolo note? It's a different thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so the tremolo note, I've got both. I've got the tremolo note installed on my Floyd Rose guitars, but the thing is with this is the tremolo, obviously you have to block it,
Yeah, you have to
whereas
lock it,
this
yeah.
is permanently on. And
To the downside to that, though, although I know you might be thinking now, like, well, why ever have a guitar without it? But there is
Yeah.
a downside.
so the downside is there's definitely a 0 point. So if you're going to do like kind of a like that kind of thing, you can sort of feel it there, or
That sounds alright, though. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
only going up there.
I'm kind of I suppose.
That sounds fine.
But you definitely puts a bit more resistance in there.
Is it better than a tremolo note? If you want convenience, I'd say it probably is better than a tremolo note, just because you don't have to lock it.
Yeah, so that's the reason I like the tremolo note is that when you unlock it, it's like there's nothing there,
Yeah, it's
and
just
you can do the
normal feel.
flutter. If you're into Vi and you like the flutter thing, this kills that altogether. It makes it so you cannot make this trem flutter.
Oh, really?
Bronzy, what bridge is on the Strat?
The Strat, it's a Wilkinson version of the of a Stratty one. I don't know what it's called, but it's really nice because it has the little grub screw that tightens
Those saddles don't float inside the outer section, though, do they? They are that whole section, that whole unit moves up and down.
Yes.
Because you do see some where the saddles float inside a mount.
All right, no. I know it
Right.
looks like that. It's just like a standard Strat trem, but dare
Right.
I say, done properly.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, it's a great unit though. Sorry, Dan.
Sorry, you got your glasses and everything.
So yeah, it's quite pricey now. I bought it a few years ago, but I think it comes in at about 50 odd quid. But if you've got a Strat that struggles to stay in tune, it's a great solution. Or if you like your country bends, which as you all know, I love.
all right, guys. So we're going to do it's Tom's challenge again until next
All right.
week.
Yeah.
And it's Dan's challenge.
Right.
So obviously, because I'm going to be playing again. Before we do that, bottom of the no, I can never do this. Point at Bronzy's crotch. Down there.
Happens all the
Backing
time.
track poll. www.strawpoll.me/12495420. I'm sorry that's not the nicest website address in the world. Get over there, vote on the track that you want these guys to play over. It looks like Brazen NLL is very, very into the fusion groove in C minor, so go and vote, people. How to use fucking melodic minor to improve also in blues. Buy from Sicily, dudes. we like it.
Thanks,
Marshall Dave.
Thanks, mate.
We'll bear it in mind. We got a load of questions for the end, guys. So the challenge, the reason I've got this tape is because we're going to do the Django challenge. I hope no one finds this really offensive and we get really loads of emails. What these guys are going to do is they're going to strap their... Is it these two?
This too.
These two.
That'd be even more.
Yeah, it's like they're kind of like that.
So these two, their third and little fingers together.
Yeah.
So they can only play with the first two. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be careful.
Now, if that comes up as like the YouTube thumbnail, if you with tape in your hand just doing this, looking at us.
Come on, take me up. I'm ready.
How do we pull? Does this pull off?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Strength of a bear.
I was going to say, don't injure yourself.
Shut up, Dave.
How does it feel?
That's good.
Right.
I can't do this.
God, if
Spot
anyone
thing.
joins the stream right now, this is going to look so weird.
I look like Michael Jackson. Kirk Hammett. He has tape on his fingers, doesn't he? Oh, this feels horrible already. I thought it'd be easier than this.
There's tape on his wall.
Does it really feel really weird?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You held your whole hand out then. Put it the other way up. All right,
What,
Spock.
are you alright over
Checks,
here?
It's the comment.
checks. Check Spock out here.
This is another filthy episode. Isn't
Right,
it?
Dave. If you pull your shirt off, I'm stopping the stream.
Okay.
Just because he's known for that kind of thing. All right, guys.
Hey, Jake.
So, funnily enough, we've got... Hi, Jake.
Greetings. Greetings.
Oh, I'm sure it does, Nick. I'm sure it looks really weird. Right, guys, we've got this appropriately titled Slow Groove in C minor. So, I've taped them up. Now they're going to play slowly for me. So, who's starting?
Yeah, me.
So, what's the deal with this? Why is this difficult?
Because you can't use
All
two
your
of your
legato
fingers,
powers
Quail.
well,
I suppose for me, this is like the ultimate kind of kryptonite, isn't it?
Well, there's
All
no...
right.
You just can't do it.
So, guys, I'm going to play with the levels as we go. So, hopefully
Yeah,
things will be
yeah.
all right, but we'll see. So, Dave, why don't you start?
Yeah.
Just check your level. All right, here we go. May the bronze be with you. C minor. Doesn't sound like it's in C minor. C
Oh, no,
minor,
I'm not.
Dave.
There's no backing.
Yeah, C minor.
the back.
Why not?
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Should we take it with one hand?
Take it. Yeah.
Ah, no, it's the third finger.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, he did. No, stop. No.
Right, get out. Is that how it works? You have to stop if you use it.
It just jumped in.
Ah,
Like Joe when you're doing an octave.
It's about to stop, guys. Before you start, right, Beebs, ready?
Yeah. It's so hard. Oh yeah.
Nice. Hey, Carlos. Thanks, dude. How you doing, man? There's some energy in there for a man with two fingers, I have to say. Yeah? Yeah, you're going to run out. Oh, just do a little bit straight down, I'll fade it out. Hi, Martin.
Oh, broke finger.
Oh, very big violation.
Just put them on the finger watch straight away.
Hi, Jackal. you just play?
I don't know. Something like that.
That wasn't. No, you played something different harmonically.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Bronzy, it sounded amazing. You need to know what it is.
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh, it's recorded. Anyway, you can go back and find it out.
I'm definitely going back and transcribe it now. That was awesome.
I think it was just this actually.
No, there was an extra note in there.
Anyway, there you go.
It was
Jaffa
very.
Lord, yes, we are absolutely live. Promise.
Why would we not be live? Who's making noise?
Me.
Bronzy, shut up.
Oh no, it was actually Dan.
Right, guys, there you go.
Well, we've established that's actually quite hard.
That is ridiculously hard, man. And
I
that is
want to try that now.
that is some sweaty tape.
Yeah.
I feel like BB might have been practicing though, because his was like totally awesome.
Ridiculous.
Practicing. What?
What was the challenge today? He had prior. He had prior information.
He's been taping himself up on a nightly basis. Dear me.
There you go.
That's what I was going to make. I can't.
No, that's not.
So, from
She'll kill me.
from next week, because we're going to have a guitar every single week now up until the 6th of April with Andy Timmons. Just for the guys who weren't here at the beginning, on the 6th of April, Andy Timmons is going to be joining us live via Skype for the last episode of the season. So Andy Timmons will be here on the 6th of April joining us via Skype. You guys can ask him pretty much anything you like. Pretty much. We'll moderate it. Speaking of which, we've got 2 new sort of sections for the Guitar Hour coming up next week. We need a little bit more time to get them sorted out. We've also got some really cool giveaways starting next week as well. We have a load of V-Picks to give away and some 4 Seasons pickups, thanks to Mark Thompson from Guitar Addiction, which is really cool. Thanks, Mark. But we've got 2 new sections coming up. We're not going to do them this week, but I'm going to tell you about them. We think we're going to call this Game Shred Match.
Game Shred Match.
And the idea is we're going to have a kind of moderated discussion about why we think a certain thing, each of us is going to say why we think a certain thing is best. So like the best Steve Vai album or the best guitar ever made or whatever. Make the case and then you guys can join in and then we're going to basically, whoever's moderating, me on the first one, is going to pick a winner. It's going to be an interesting discussion. And we've got a new interview section. Now this is going to be really interesting. We're going to have an interview every single week, but with players. Now some of you guys who are up and coming guitar players or would like to be a guitar player for a living, or even guys who already do but are looking for other avenues, we're going to have every single week a new guitar player on just to answer 6 questions that we're going to put to them.
Quick 6.
Quick 6, which is going to let you hear from all professional guitar players, so people who actually make a living playing guitar, people we know or people we've heard of, just telling you what they do, how they make their money, useful things that they can teach you just in 6 questions. So just a short 5-10 minute clip. Some of them live, some of them not. Well, just depends on how much time the guys have got. Just to give you an insight into the different ways that people can make a living playing guitar, because you hear from us 4 all the time, every single week, and you kind of know, probably a lot of you, what we do for a living now, but we thought we'd bring you some guys that are not necessarily all famous. Not all of them will be famous. Some of them will be, but some of them won't be. And it'll give you an insight into how different people make a living from guitar, so it might inspire you in different ways. So that's going to be a nice little section. We're not sure who our first one's going to be, but it will be fairly, it'll be next week. So
Yeah.
We'll do that for you. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so any questions up to this point? What did you say about... okay, guys, so we've got our main topic discussion for this week, which I'm going to let BB
Okay.
describe.
So we've been kind of like dancing around this subject for a little while, not on the show, but just chatting amongst ourselves, and just talking about like how much sort of image plays a part into building sort of a musical career, and so we're going to combine this for a few different topics. We're going to talk. First of all, we're going to give our desert island rig. So, and combine that with our anti-desert island gear we'd never take to a desert island. So I think Dave has a few that he feels quite passionately about.
It's the not taking.
About not taking. But
Yeah.
what would be if you could take? You can take 3 pieces of gear. Okay.
Oh, it's 3 now. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no. Okay. So these are the rules. These are the rules.
It's changing every 5 minutes.
So there is electricity. Okay.
Okay.
So there is electricity, and you can take an amp, a guitar, and a pedal.
Oh.
Okay.
We also need to know what you wouldn't take.
Okay, so I would take, at the moment, I'd take my tube amp, the one I made myself, because I love it. You know, I would take guitar. I probably my Jaden Rose guitar. Because it looks like a piece of driftwood anyway, it'd fit right in. Pedals a tough one. Would I take the Wampler Tumnus or would I take the Strymon Timeline? Because I love delay, but I love the Tumnus. I've already got drive on the amp though. Don't know. It's a tough one. Do I have to choose?
You've got one pedal.
I'll go with the Tumnus then. I'll just not have any delay. So that's my this tube amp.
Tube amp, your Jaden Rose.
My Jaden Rose guitar.
And
a Wampler Tumnus.
Okay.
By the way, Dave's talking about the tube amps he makes there, not just a generic tube amp.
Yeah, Bronzy makes amazing amplifiers himself. He's a very talented chappy.
Thank you.
Let's go around and do the
everyone's,
rigs,
yeah,
and
go
then
on.
we'll do the sort of the rest of the imaging. So Dan,
I'm not a vampire. This is what I look like all the time.
making babies cry.
Who said that? Also, there's loads and loads and loads of lights on in here.
Yeah, the white balance is off.
So basically, the way this is working is Bronzy's sat just to the side of them. I'm sat furthest away, and they are shining directly in Dan's face. I mean, we could make it.
A bit of facial hair wouldn't hurt though, would it? I mean, look.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't kick me when I'm down.
Oh gosh.
Hang on. Let me improve things for Dan. There we go. That's improved things, surely.
Yes, my lord. I've got some lumps at the back.
Anyway, so
okay.
Dan,
Dan, what's your dream rig?
You got a pedal. You got a guitar, an amp, and a pedal.
Dan take all day.
Well, I didn't know we were doing this bit today actually. So it's like, oh right, okay. I'm not. Well, I'm not.
Just go with the gut. Go with the gut.
I'll probably take my Roadmaster, I think, just because it's
Telecaster,
very,
it's like
very
a
dear to me. Yeah, it's the
Telly.
Fibonacci T style, as they say.
T style.
Yeah.
T style.
That's the Roadmaster 56.
T stain as well.
T stain. Oh, it is. Yeah, T burst. Yeah.
T burst.
T-burst.
T style.
The most English of all finishes. Amp. I don't know, man. Just like a good. I think
Can you
just like
pass
a
me
good
my
clean
blue
up.
guitar? please?
So like 4-channel diesel or something.
Fortunately, Marshall Mode 4.
Cheers, dude.
Just maybe either like a little sort of 1-channel 50-watt head with a 212 kind of vibe. Does that count as two things?
What? Say again.
Like a kind of
One amp, 2 channels.
no, like a 1-channel amp, but like a 212 kind of little.
Oh yeah.
Flipping
That was two things.
No, that's fine. That doesn't count.
Well, I
so
feel
like
like-
a head and a speaker's allowed. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I'm not.
Obviously you can't. Because you just take a head. You can't.
Flipping heck,
yeah.
just pick an amp.
All right, that. I don't know.
He's
that
not allowed
kinda-
to take one. Forget you missed
Well,
that,
the
mate.
thing
Sorry,
is-
no.
the thing is-
The plane's gone. No. You've got
I
your
mean, I'm
guitar.
not-
What's the pedal?
Well, what's the point? He
Okay.
hasn't got an amp.
So you Roadmaster 56, like a nice clean amp, like a
Yeah.
Fender combo. Would that do?
Yeah. Well, like the Hampstead that we bought, that was
Yeah.
quite nice. One of those.
Okay.
The thing is with amps is I've not paid attention to any amps because you need money and I don't want to do it. Like look at stuff and be like, oh no. Hence the Friedman.
You're ruining the return next week.
Pedal.
Someone's asking to play one, so I'm playing it.
Go on then.
Oh, I guess dual
Pedal.
fusion, wouldn't you? Yeah. Why
Dual
not?
fusion.
Dual fusion. Why
Go on
not?
then.
Don't take as long as he took.
You go next. I'll go last.
Right, okay. I'd take this guitar. The reason I take this guitar is because it's really, really versatile. Plays amazing, has stainless steel frets so they'll last for ages, because where are you going to get a fret job on a desert island? And
Very true.
You won't, will you? I mean,
yeah, but that's not why he's laughing. Yeah, and it plays really amazing as well. So that's my Fibonacci Erotic. And amps wise, you see, I'm a bit. I've got to say certain things, and I want to say them anyway. But the thing is, when I say them, it's going to sound really disingenuous.
yeah, that's fair.
Because I would take this amp and I would take the dual fusion.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to go, oh yeah, of course you would. But I would. So
you go.
there.
There you go.
Right then. So, this is a very, very easy one for me. This, as I've said on the show a couple of times now, it's not just the best guitar that I've ever owned, but the best guitar I've ever played. So,
guitar in the world.
yep. So I could not be without this. And then amp-wise, Bronzy, what is it?
It's the Friedman.
The Dirty Shirley.
Dirty Shirley
Oh,
Friedman.
but then do I have to own it? Do I have to own the gear?
Doesn't matter.
Or is it could it be?
Well, no one's going to find you.
Well,
Just
that's
steal
not
it.
how fantasies work.
Is it
You
not?
have to own it.
I like Steve Ozo's put a Line 6 combo square and a switchblade. Is a switchblade a kind of pedal, or is he just expecting company?
Or is it a knife so that you've got those two bits of gear and you can kill yourself easily?
Rothwell. Is it Rothwell? Is that what it's called?
What?
Is it Rothwell? There's a type of pedal. Is it switchblade? I think is it
I
Rothwell?
think there is a
it
pedal called that, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is that like
Sorry.
two girls?
Huh?
Anyway.
What's that, Cheryl? It's
Moving
what,
on.
like two girls.
And
Right, what-
a delay for me. I think delay is
Yeah, but whoa, which one?
timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, timeline.
It's
So
timeline.
the
What
erotic-
about if you could only have 9 volts on the island?
Oh, you're rationing volts.
Oh, I'd take the Black Star Fly then.
It's a joke, don't worry about it. No. What wouldn't you take?
Yeah.
Okay, well this is dead easy. I just anything that's an SG shape. You know when I see somebody playing SG, like some famous SG players, Derek Trucks, I'm just like Dweezil Zappa. I'm just like
They
that
look ace,
guitar.
dude.
Both amazing
Eh?
players.
They
Though.
look ace.
Yeah.
Oh mate, they don't. I always think they must sound ace because nobody willfully own an SG and play it in public.
I can't understand this behaviour.
They're just so disgusting.
Really?
And they're like thin cardboard type thickness
I
as
love
well. And
SGs.
Man, it's
they
just-
look like
This
they-
is turning into a whole different section, isn't it?
They-
possibly, yeah.
Well, you're
Gibson-
so they look. You're saying they don't look. They're not aesthetically your thing, which is.
But this is
that's
really
what I mean.
interesting.
Even if I
Yeah,
found an
this-
SG and I thought I found the dream guitar, this guitar sounds so amazing. It makes me feel like I've gone to heaven and back and everything plays magic. I would not own it. I would probably set
Gerald,
fire to it.
Unless you consider yourself a piece of gear,
Oh.
then I wouldn't describe you as a piece of gear, so why would I say...
So Gibson
you're
SG.
just a given.
You guys, I think family would be there, wouldn't they? I guess.
Anyway, I need you
Hope.
to help carry the gear. I've only got one working arm.
So yeah, SG. Any modelling kind of gear, not a big fan.
Ryan Simmons, I've never heard of shipwrecking being so fussy. Wait a minute, before the ship sinks, I need to pick my amplifier.
But
So anyway,
the
so
image
that's
thing's really interesting, isn't it? Because if you look at the guitars that three of us are playing here, these can be very polarizing guitars, can't they? In terms of when people look at them.
No.
I mean, well, us three think
What on
they're
earth are you talking about?
shuffling incredible, but I think these are beautiful instruments. But some people look at these and get freaked
Quick,
out.
someone take a photo, quick.
Oh, someone screen grab that.
Right, get out, Bronzy.
Yeah.
Mine's the coolest, though.
Oh, but mine's the coolest though.
There you go.
Whatevs.
Oh, boys.
So,
Not only am I the poor cousin of jazz, I'm the poor cousin of guitars now. as well.
get your Wayne glasses on.
I'll learn
Garth, sorry.
I'll learn the altered scale and buy myself a Fibonacci then.
So
I'll-
if we
You
got
also-
around to, like, you wouldn't take an SG, what else wouldn't you take?
probably anything to do with the modelling amp. Don't like them.
I'm appalled.
Although the Roland Blues Cube at the guitar show,
That's modelling, isn't it?
that's a modelling amp. And I went up to Mark
Yeah,
Harley from Boss
they-
said,
no,
"That's amazing." So you're going into tube amps now, and he's like going.
No. They
He's-
wouldn't describe that as a. In fact, they don't describe it as modelling amp. It's not.
But it's not tube.
No.
But I was like saying, "Oh man,
It's
it's
a solid
amazing that
state.
Roland are going into tubes." It's like going, "Yeah, mate, they're not tubes." It's like, all right. So maybe. Anyway,
we
so
can't
that's me.
agree with you, Gary Mosley. We just can't. Dave would.
Dave's
What?
guitar best by far. Which Dave?
No way, Dave.
Do,
Do you mean BB?
What do you mean, B? Because obviously I
Never.
agree with you.
Never. Come on. No, his guitar is pretty spectacular, to be honest. I'd take a THR 10X on second thoughts. Actually, that's a really good choice.
What is that?
It's the Yamaha THR.
All right, yeah.
They're really amazing, actually. All right, so pedal-wise?
That pedals
Did you
I
say Tube
hate.
Screamer?
No, I don't mind two screamers.
Oh, I don't know why I'd meant that.
What would I not take? There's not many pedals I really dislike.
Okay.
Metal Zone, is that too cliche?
I love the Metal
Oh,
Zone.
yeah, I do as well.
I think it's an alright pedal. I mean, I had one back in the day.
Me too.
I had the heavy metal, I had the predecessor to the Metal Zone.
I had a Boss Metal Zone and a Zoom 1010.
I had a Zoom
That
1010.
was a potent tonal combination. Let me tell you. It really was.
I had a
This is
DS1 and a
the
Zoom
mating
1010.
call of the killer bees.
There's a reason why I'm nearly deaf in my right ear, especially for high frequencies.
Nah, so that's it. There's,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Dan.
Well, wouldn't I take? Guitar wise,
Everything else except the things you would take.
I wouldn't take anything too heavy.
Good choice.
And I don't know.
That's such a granddad gigging man answer. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, me back.
4x12. Carry with one hand.
I used to have a 4x12 before I started doing proper gigs.
To be fair,
I
if
did
it's-
actually. I saw it. I saw it to Nick
to be
Harrison.
fair, if it's too heavy, you can't throw it at coconuts to get them down from the trees. So.
Yeah, that's probably not
You
going to
could
float
turn a
either. if you get
4x12
in
into some
trouble.
kind of boat,
Maybe-
though, couldn't you?
Well, we're getting away from the
Yeah,
image thing now. We're
maybe
getting
Sorry, yeah, go on.
ear
Like-
stuff.
Like the image things, like you didn't when you first.
Hang on, I didn't
saw-
get to pick what I don't want. I'm joking. Go for it.
Sorry, when you first saw the erotic, you didn't like it. Is that right? I'm thinking, or did it grow on you, or did it?
I can't answer that question.
am
No,
I-
I'm
but am
joking.
I thinking like-
No, when I first saw it, I saw it on a website because George Marios asked me if I would demo with him at Music Mass just for support, I think,
Right.
and moral support. And I looked at them and I really thought they were very, very strange indeed.
But this is the thing, like things change though, because I used to. This is really interesting. I really want a telly now, or like like some sort of telly type.
I want to tell
Just
you.
give him one to Dave.
Ah, no, not a TV, a Telecaster.
I know, sorry. I'll let you get on with it now.
BB's getting derailed. He's really
Try-
passionate
try
about
edition.
that. Let's interrupt him again.
But I used to. I mean, Ninja Badger, if he's watching in the chat, we
Oh,
used to talk
no.
about how much we hated Telecasters at school, how much we thought they were the most ugly, like twangy, like why would anybody want a Telecaster? And then
Right.
I used to hate
Let me-
straps like
let me
that.
put- let me
I used to
put it
think
to
you
you-
couldn't do anything on them. And then I saw Iron Maiden and they're all...
now I think tellies are some of the most versatile, amazing guitars that there are. But
Let me put it to you this way: if a company came to you and first of all they said they wanted to make you a guitar, and they showed you something kind of that you considered to be very weird, but it was the best playing and sounding guitar you've ever heard, bar none. So it was the same as the Dirty Shirley experience. But let's say the Dirty Shirley was shaped so weirdly that you just would struggle to see yourself lugging it to a gig. Would you still use it, or would the image put you off?
this is the
Well, if
question.
it was like
isn't
Yeah, so I'm asking
spherical,
you now whether
spherical
this
with
is
a
very
flat line.
direct. I'm asking also because we're getting on for time a little bit. I'm asking
yeah.
you whether
it?
you know.
Yeah, I think I'd like to think that I would. I would appreciate it. I'd try to, but this is it. It's like this image. So does it all play into how we want to be perceived, and I mean, and how we perceive ourselves?
Bronzy was shaking his head.
Well, no, I just never play
You
guitar.
do realise you're wearing a Wayne's World hat and
Yeah, I know.
Someone had a go at you and said you can't be Wayne and Garth at the same time.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
to
And
be Garth.
monkeys might fly out my butt. You might.
I
I think
What do you think of like said
I think
erotic
it's like-
shape? I mean, would you play?
they're amazing playing guitars. I struggle with that shape a little bit.
That's what I mean. So you find it.
So the shape, like, well, here's another thing.
Even though
Here's
it's an
another thing.
amazing playing guitar.
People
yeah,
will not
oh, and
buy-
amazing sounding. Yeah, it's not. I don't know.
People won't buy guitars on the shape of the headstock.
I want the glasses now.
You
Go on.
want. Although images kind of think like I have like all my guitars are natural finish, my amps are natural finish. I spend a lot of time living in the woods and all that kind of stuff. So
Living in the back of your guitar.
I do feel like we've hit a bit of a detour here.
no, I'm just thinking like in terms of image, like that is a thing. Like all my gear has a certain look to it. So for me, it's pretty important. But that's because as an artist, I'm trying to convey a thing. So if I
Exactly.
start
No, I
playing
think
it,
you're right,
if you had a picture of 5 to 10 guitar players, press shots, you could probably put all of them into the correct genre.
Yes.
If you had 10 genres and 10 guitar players, even if you weren't a guitar player and you kind of knew a bit about musical styles, you could probably match them up.
Interestingly, though, if you took a picture of me with this, not with these on, but with this guitar, just a fairly generic picture, I don't know how you would take a picture of me with this guitar and make me look like a fusion guy. Like, how could you do that?
Would you be sat in here surrounded by all this tech?
just wear a cardigan.
Would
I
that be
guess.
fusion?
Dave.
Right.
I
would
wear
that be-
cardigans.
He does. But what's that got to do with whether I'm a fusion guy? But I mean, do you see what I'm saying? It's
Well,
not.
the point
There are
is- well-
genres and there are styles and there are guitars that are very specifically visually based around a particular genre.
Yeah,
But then there's other genres which are not necessarily. Fusion's a funny one, actually.
I think it's because it's such. Is it the more complicated the music, the more
Or the
difficult
more.
it is
I
to
don't know. There will be a fusion thing, like if you think.
There's a
of Scott
sound
Henderson.
thing though, isn't there, as well? Like
Yeah.
the reason so many country guys play Telecasters is because that's the country sound, isn't it? You wouldn't see many guys playing country on a pointy guitar because it wouldn't be the right sound.
Yeah, but why is that? Oh, the sound you're
The
saying.
sound,
Sorry,
yeah,
that's
so
what
there's
you're
a
saying.
sound. So
Yeah, but the fact that the guitar's pointy doesn't make it sound like
if you're
that.
the generation after and everyone's been using Telecasters, Is there a visual element there though? Is the thing?
Maybe.
It's a good question, that is actually.
Well, how is the rock player the biggest elitist in the room of jazzers?
It's a very good question.
Yeah, how is that?
How?
Is that hat too tight?
It's just, it's the biggest ego. I need that.
Is it coincidence
We let him have it as well.
that, like, I mean, I don't know. You can tell me to shut up or give me a punch in the balls, but like Dan, for example, like your image, how you like, you wear a lot of shirts. You rarely wear a t-shirt on the guitar.
It's because I already look about 12, and if I wear a t-shirt, I look like I'm on a day out.
It's a valid point.
I look like I'm waiting for you lot to finish with this so I can go and take me on the swings.
Amazing.
Right.
Oh,
That's genuinely true. That's why I wear shirts all
Probably
the
a
time.
good
But
place
it
to
does
finish.
fit, like with the I guess the impression of the image of how in the kind of music you play a lot in the band, I guess. But
I wear a
Do you
lot
wear a
of check shirts.
Stetson live?
No. Don't wear a
Do
Stetson.
you wear
that-
boots?
No, I've got spats.
Do you wear like Spurs?
didn't you get a
Spurs-
shoe?
no, it's
didn't you
Spurs.
get a shoe endorsement?
No, I didn't.
I thought you got like a.
Oh no, I tried to get my Jeffrey West got stolen, so I tried to wangle some cheap.
That is
but it
shocking.
didn't happen.
Anyway.
All right, guys. So I'm not sure that
We
discussion.
didn't really cover any
No.
any ground there. We just
Not
trolled
sure.
each other.
Where it's
Okay.
supposed to go.
Well, that was.
Anyway,
I think
So the one thing
today's
we've learned
industry,
about
yeah,
all this.
the image is a big part of it. I think whether you
Okay.
like it or not.
Cheryl wants us
Right.
to punch you in the balls. She's voted with her fists. Cheryl, if you come up, you can do it. You're so far off on a limb now, it's going to shear off any minute and you'll all plummet to your graves without ever getting on that damn boat to that damn island in the first place.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
point,
good
Richard.
point,
Thanks.
Richard, yeah.
brings some common sense back to the guitar.
How's your elbow, Richard? Let us
Cheers,
know.
bud.
All right, guys, so people have been voting in our backing track poll, and the winner, the real winner in all of this, is Luca Mantovani. That is Luca's track, right? The Fusion Groove in C minor?
Oh, I don't. Didn't we just play
See?
over that?
No.
No, it's fast groove, innit?
It's this one.
Right.
So, quite a while actually. Well, I won't get that much time for too many questions, so we might have to
Just
hang
one
around
blast
for
through
next
this and some questions, or?
week. Yep, we'll do that. All right, guys. So the winner of the backing track poll is Luca Mantovani's Fusion backing track in C minor. So if you want to find this backing track, are we still doing notes for the YouTube stuff or not?
On like little.
You know, in the descriptions.
yeah.
We'll remember to do it at some point. We'll put the backing track in the description. If you struggle to find it, just type in. These backing track polls don't go away, guys. They stay. So you could actually find any of the backing track polls for any of the previous editions of the show or previous episodes, but it just won't let you vote. So you'll be able to find all the backing tracks if you find the Luca Mantovani Fusion backing track in C minor. All right, guys. I'm not playing, guys. I know I've got a guitar in my hand, but I'm not risking it, so I'll play next week. So sorry about that, but sorry for the guys who were saying, "Can I play?" Heather's coming up to punch you in the balls.
Can nobody punch me in balls? It was just like a bit of an empty offer. No one can touch my balls.
Okay.
Can we not talk about empty offers from real balls, please?
This isn't Nam, is it?
Oh.
Right, here we go. Oh, it's a bit quiet, this one.
What's that?
It's completely died.
Oh, every time, baby. Right, give me the red lead. I might take that one off. That's it. Can't play anymore.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit.
Oh, is that okay?
Oh, you trading?
Oh, so I wanted that. Sorry.
Oh, right. I thought this is right one.
Miscommunication. Everyone's confused. Bungie said trade.
Jesus, Bungie.
Ah!
Yeah, go on then. Whoa! Yeah.
Oh, it's
No! Keep going, guys, keep going. Oh, we're back in again. Sorry. That was to the flat 9.
fun.
Oh man.
So there you go.
Wow.
I hadn't planned on playing, but BB made me feel like
What? I've been telling you off.
I'll regret that later, but there we go. It was fun.
Well, it's lovely to hear you play, but
Let's put that down. Let's put that down.
It's slightly demoralising as well that injured you're still chuffing amazing.
Oh, shush. Yeah, so for the guys who are interested, as you can see, I can still play, but it starts to hurt after a while, especially up through the tendon. So that's more than enough playing for me for now, and I'll play next week, but I'll probably, just do something similar, just a little bit of playing, build it up gradually. Right. So questions. We won't do many of these because we've already been on air for ages. So I'll work my way through these. The ones that we haven't done this week, we're not going to ask for questions next time, so we'll just keep these for next time. So sorry if your questions rolled over again. Yeah, let's do.
Please, somebody ask a jazz question because I enjoy those.
Yeah.
Just a question
Right,
about
I wanna
harmony
do-
or anything to do with the melodic minor. Please just send them in.
I want to do Jason's question because he asked it last week and we didn't get
Yeah.
around to it, and then you guys can comment on this if you've ever had any time away from the guitar. So Jason Wilding of Wampler Pedals says, how has the last 6 weeks affected your vision and interpretation of music and the guitar? So if I answer that, and then you guys, maybe if you've taken like a holiday from the guitar, you can answer the same as well. So for me, obviously, I've not been able to play since January the 24th. Is that right? No, the last day of NAMM. So what would that be? 22nd.
no.
18th it started,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
22nd.
yeah.
So January the 22nd, I've not been able to play guitar, apart from 5 minutes here and there, and then I did a couple of hours 2 days ago and regretted it badly. So I'm gradually building it back up again, but it's really been a very weird experience in that my ability to listen to music and to appreciate music has come back, because I was a bit burnt out musically, or not a bit, very burnt out musically, and now I've the appreciation has come back, and I'm really excited about guitar again. So it's been quite useful in some respects. So that's how it's changed, basically. Have you guys ever taken an extended break from guitar? I guess it needs to be more than a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
What?
I doubt just because of what we were talking about before.
All right.
I go through quite a few weeks of not playing, but it's because if I'm writing or doing something like that, I'm not so much on the guitar if I'm sort of composing stuff, so it's not such a big thing for me, I don't think.
I don't know whether you'll think this is true or a cop out or what, but I kind of I feel like I almost took a very, very long time off in a sense. I was disconnected from the guitar in a long time, and like mentally, and like I was doing it, I was teaching, I was doing the odd gig, but I wasn't really practicing, improving, or so I felt, I don't know whether that counts as not, but actually physically away from the instrument, where it's not been in my hand, has only ever happened where I've been, on holiday without the guitar. Don't know, you guys.
I think if what you do for a living is pretty much all guitar based, you can't physically walk away from it.
No, unless you absolutely have to, you can't just take a break. Yeah.
Just kind of maybe what I meant, like mentally, I'd walked away from it in a way. Like,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
doing it, but I was, maybe not enjoying
Okay.
it.
Edward White wants. This is not one of the questions, but I've just seen it. He's asked it already. Edward White wants to know when the Gilad video is going to be up.
That's
It's been quite a
either
while.
next or the week after, depending on how we structure it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
soon.
all done.
Soon.
It's all done.
So that's Gilad Hexelman for the guys who don't know. He's an amazing jazz guitarist that BB and you did,
I was
Dan
there.
did an interview with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right. Next one. Let's pick another one. Okay, I'll just do this one because it's fairly quick, and then we'll do one more after this. That's another quick one. Daniel Craig, what do you guys prefer? Clean channel with all drives. Did we answer this last week? An effect into it, or
No,
using the
but
amps drive channels too?
Did we? I can't remember now if we did. or
That
not.
sounds familiar.
I think it was on there last week, but I don't think we actually.
No, I don't think we did.
answered it.
So, what do you guys prefer? A clean channel on an amp with all the drives and effects going into the front end of the clean channel, or using the amp's drive channels?
I don't know.
I think we might have answered it. Hey, does anyone know if we answered that last week?
Okay.
We are on it, boys. I would say clean up because
Yeah.
I'm not
Me
a
too.
super heavy guy. But
Yeah.
The three of us will be clean amp. You would not.
My amp's sort of plexis, so it's like a clean amp on the edge of blowing up, which I hit hard with a booster pedal. So it's kind of in between the two. It's not really a drive channel in there.
sack both of them off and make his own.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So we got a really, really interesting question from Christopher Capuano,
Oh, go on.
who's been watching today. Hi, Christopher. To you all, imagine a jam without any pedal board on an old combo solid state amp. do you think your playing would be consistent, or I would imagine probably as consistent as it is now? Should you try it in a show to get like a vibe of the differences it would make in your playing? Because it would
No effect.
definitely make my playing.
I would suck.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I think we should do it. I think we should do it.
No, I don't know.
The problem is that
I
the
think
solid
some-
state amps we'd be able to get, like a Roland Cube or something we could borrow, would be too good for it. You'd need something.
Yeah.
We could just go direct into just plug the guitar.
Oh, straight into the sound card.
Into the sound card.
What, just a clean tone?
Just,
Yeah, so
just
it
DI,
just-
a DI tone.
unless
All right,
it's
if you
DI.
guys would like us to do that, we will do. We'll go direct into the audio
What
interface.
we- well,
It's going to sound crap. But
Surely it matters what you're playing over. Because
Yep.
if you're doing
Yeah.
that over a proper
That's kind of the
synthy
point,
fusion
though.
track,
because he wants to know if that's going to make a difference. We can't get 4 crappy solid state. I don't know where we get them from, but we can plug direct.
I've got a Gorilla amp somewhere.
Right, bring that.
My little Black Star Fly thing, but that's
That's
all
actually
all
quite
I've got
good.
is I've got a Blackstar HT5 down there. That's a tube amp. Anyway, but yeah, I think we all agree that would be very difficult and not fun at all.
Let's not do it then.
It depends. No, but it depends on. What,
It's an interesting challenge.
depends what you.
I'm
I tell
really.
you what, I would
Playing
rather
properly
do.
clean.
I would rather do a jazz gig on a solid state amp any day of the week. If you give me a solid state amp for a jazz gig and I can roll the tone down and just have some kind of reverb, I'll be a happy man. But not for the legato thing with overdrive and stuff.
Yeah.
No way. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for episode 2 of season 4.
Oh,
Slightly crazy episode, I will admit, but that's fun.
one thing. Do we have anything we need to plug? Because I was just thinking, I have some stuff I want to plug.
Go for it, Dave. Plug away.
My live DVD
Is
is
there a website
out.
for it?
It's on Bandcamp. If you search Dave Bronze on Bandcamp, you can pre-order it for those of you who didn't get involved with crowdfunding. So there's a digital download of me playing on my album if you're interested. So there you go, Bandcamp and Dave Bronze.
Cameron Cooper, if you post your question, because we've run out of time, if you post your question on the Facebook page, Guitar Hour Facebook page, we'll answer it next week.
Definitely do that. That's a great question, actually. Yeah.
All right, guys, as usual, check out theguitarhour.com for t-shirts and Patreon. If you want to support the show, if you enjoy it, it would be great. Just donate whatever. And if you want to buy a t-shirt, awesome. Or a hoodie. And we will be back next week. We've got a giveaway to do next week. We're going to be giving away some V-Picks. So, and not just a V-Pick, like a pack. We've got 3 packs of V-Picks to give away.
And we'll be starting some new segments, new sections, some content next week.
Yeah.
So fun new stuff.
So, as usual, guys, these 3 are going to play the outro theme. I'm not going to play because my elbow's already feeling a little odd. It doesn't hurt, but a little odd. So, probably shouldn't have played earlier. Do you do t-shirts in XXXXXL? Probably. I think we do XXXL.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, guys. So, are we ready?
Aye.
I'm ready on my first whistle.
Gladiators, ready.
Whistle.
Can we get Jet on the guitar?
Do you like that?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, so I'm going to get into trouble. Right, guys. Here we go.
Oh God.
Oh, hang on. The Quail's messed up here because he rolled the volume down. Here we go. Here we go. We'll see you next week for episode 3. Goodbye.